Ladies and gentlemen, things are tense between France and Algeria. For a few days now, this situation has been unfolding between the two biggest enemies in the Sahel. We have decided to observe them to see what they will do to each other, since they are the same friends. They are the same ones supporting the terrorists in the Sahel. If today things are not going well between them, we can only watch. But the situation has reached a certain level where we need to provide real and true information to our brothers and sisters. Things are not going well at all between the two. It's not going well. Algeria has decided to expel 12 French agents from its territory. Algeria has given them 48 hours, and it was since yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. France has also just threatened to expel 12 Algerian agents from its territory. But how did all this start? What is at the root of this? And if it continues like this, in a ping-pong game, like what we saw between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping regarding tariffs, if it continues like this, what should we expect? In this video conference, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about this hot and burning current event. But before continuing, I humbly ask you to share the video conference. Share it in all possible groups. Make sure to give it a lot of likes. That's what it's all about. So let's dive deep, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening between Algeria and France? It should be noted that the foreign minister was recently in Algiers. He went to see the Algerian authorities to make some peace. He called for calm because things are not going well between Algeria and France. Algeria has a serious problem with Morocco. It all starts there. But for economic interests, France has preferred to support Morocco. The issue that divides them is the question of Western Sahara. Algeria supports the separatists of Western Sahara, while the Charifian kingdom, Morocco, wants to continue colonizing those from Western Sahara. So that's where it all started. It should also be noted that things are not going well between Morocco and Algeria. It's always because of Western Sahara. The two brotherly countries have become enemies. But be that as it may, for some time now, nothing has been going well between Algeria and France. In particular, regarding what? France is hosting a staunch opponent of the Algerian regime. And so, Algeria is also sending operatives to try to get hold of him. This influencer, what's his name? This gentleman, I don't know, Amir DZ, who is an Algerian influencer, who was arrested in France. The opponent of the Algerian regime is named Amir A. Boukorse, an influencer nicknamed A. Amir DZ. There is this case going on, but Algeria apparently has sent Algerian authorities who have dispatched operatives to certainly get hold of the gentleman. So, what's happening? The consular agents from Algeria who were sent, 3 have been arrested. Yes, 3 have been arrested. That was last Friday. They were arrested in Paris, and this is what has greatly upset Algeria. What does Algeria say? Algeria believes that it is not normal to arrest these 3 Algerian nationals, including a consular agent who are there as part of an investigation into kidnapping and sequestration related to a terrorist enterprise. This is what France accuses them of. France arrested them and says they are being prosecuted as part of an investigation into kidnapping and sequestration related to a terrorist enterprise. According to the French National Anti-Terrorist Prosecutor's Office, and it is in connection with the case of the regime opponent. We don't know. There aren't many details provided. We don't know. In any case, I don't know. Did they manage to get hold of the gentleman? They arrested him. What did they do Does France want to protect the gentleman in question, who is an opponent of the regime? Question mark. In any case, I don't have much information on this matter. Now, what is happening? The three have been arrested. The prosecutor's office, the French justice system accuses them of serious offenses, kidnappings, unlawful detentions, etc. Now, Algeria disagrees because one of its consular agents is among those who have been arrested. And that's why Algeria has given 48 hours to 12 agents of the French embassy in Algiers to leave the territory. Paris has threatened. Since yesterday, Paris has issued an ultimatum. Paris has set a specific time. After this deadline, Paris was going to react, but with firmness. Despite this warning, Paris insisted. Despite this warning, Algeria refused. Therefore, the order to leave Algerian territory is still in effect. So what hurts Paris? Paris is also breaking its silence. France is also threatening to expel 12 Algerian consular agents. Already, what needs to be said is that Algeria has recalled its ambassador to France for consultation. And I believe that France is also preparing to do the same. But whatever happens, the tone is already rising. Algeria will expel 12, and France will also expel 12. But France says that if it expels the 12 people, it has nothing to do with the other 3 who are being prosecuted for offenses. They are already under the law's jurisdiction. They will not be expelled. They will be brought before the court. Now, this will create an inequality. If Algeria expels 12, France expels 12 plus 3 who are still in detention, plus Lopo, the major opponent of the regime who is still protected. Ultimately, Algeria might shift to another gear. So, then, here is what is happening. According to the French ambassador in Algeria, he reads this. He reads, "This new unacceptable and worrying development will cause great damage to Algerian-French relations." Here is the first reaction. Yes, that was rather the reaction of the minister. The Algerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then, on the other hand, the French embassy in Algiers expressed its strong protest. Yes, it protests against the decision to expel these 12 nationals. Whatever happens, we have in front of us two countries that are really causing damage to the Sahel. When the two are fighting each other, that's their problem over there. Well, they can do whatever they like. And we will continue to follow everything that happens. We will come back to discuss it here. So thank you to everyone. Thank you for sharing the video conference as much as possible. I will get back to you shortly with new updates. This was the voice of your one and only samurai.